Gemini's. What's good with you, baby? What's good with you? Uh, whew, my talkative Gemini's. I love y'all, man. Y'all. If I could have a conversation with anybody, it's my opposites, right? The pessimistic part of me. I love y'all. Y'all are everything that I'm not, right? You're dual sided. People think that sometimes you're fake, sometimes you're not. But you're very popular. You're somebody who people come to for information, always. You guys are very intuitive yourselves, especially this year. I know Gemini's have been getting like a lot of psychic downloads and stuff like that. Gemini's are the one sign that I'm becoming very attuned with. They're like my sisters. Spirit, what messages do you have for my Gemini's of January 2021? Gemini's. Okay, tell me more. Okay, more. Tell me more. Okay, so I feel like there's something you need to say yes to, as well as you can expect miracles toward the middle of the month. But don't let this stop you from your spiritual growth. Whatever you're saying yes to, I feel like it could also be hindering you in a way. I feel like you don't know that yet though. So let's see what we got going on more for this for my Gemini's. January 2021. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. The messages you got for my Gemini's, January 2021. Ooh, okay. I like this. Okay. So I feel like during the first part of the month, you guys are definitely exploring your options. There's somebody that you feel like is one of your options that you feel is unreliable or you feel like doesn't care about you, right? This is a situation where you came out of touch with somebody and there's a new beginning with how you think about making certain decisions and becoming very engrossed in this person, right? Somebody who you feel like you can't end how you feel about, and this person, some of you guys, it's like a fogginess in regards to seeing if this person cares about you or not. Listen, you have a new beginning and you have a way that you make money now, or is a new way of you thinking about the way that you you handle certain things by yourself, right? It's a new way of thinking about how busy you are as a person. You guys are in harmony either with your sister or somebody that you're very close to, right? But there's a feeling of that person not caring as much as they used to, and there's a thing about like you having a bunch of options and haziness about bad family situations or bad situations with somebody that you feel like you really could have been with, but they just don't care, right? There's an idea that you have a new way of thinking about how much you got going on with you. You have a new idea about how busy you are, right? There's a need for you to say yes to a decision that you was making about something that was very clear to you about somebody that you're not with, about not caring about a certain option that you had in the past. What's going on right now? Okay, so I feel like you guys reunited with somebody, but there's something hidden about it. It's like you keep it to yourself, or a reunion, or also some of you guys are having a hard time working on yourself. But that's just something you keep to yourself as well. Especially about like this decision that you've been busy making about this new idea of reuniting with somebody. There's a lot of fear about like reuniting with somebody, or your anxiety is not allowing you to work on yourself. That's a big thing. Don't let your anxiety get the best of you. Don't let your fears deter you from working on yourself. Where are they headed? Give me three cards for where they're headed. Okay. Some of you guys are dealing with a Sagittarius. You reunited with them, or not even that. There's a feeling of you're impatient. You can't make two things happen. So don't expect too much spiritual growth from an exchange about like not being able to mix two things together, that's a very Gemini thing. And here you guys are, the lovers in reverse. You don't feel like yourselves, and you guys are dealing with a Sagittarius that you have exchanges with. If not a Sagittarius, and there's something in regards to you're impatient about a certain exchange, about not feeling loved. It's like you expect somebody to come right out the bag and just, why don't you love me the way you're supposed to love me? Like, I know Geminis, you guys are very, you need to be stimulated. You don't like not having attention. That's just who you are. You recently got a new financial opportunity that you really couldn't make a decision on. Someone was made for you, and you're stepping into this Queen of Wands, this Queen of Wands energy, this idea that you don't need anybody, or that you have this idea that you can do bad all by yourself, which is fine. But I feel like your anxiety is what's stopping you from working on yourself. Especially, you're afraid of reuniting with somebody because you're impatient about a certain exchange with somebody who you feel like doesn't love you, or you just don't see it working together. There's a need for you to say yes to the past and expect miracles, but don't let this stop your spiritual growth. I feel like something is not really, you're impatient about a certain exchange with somebody who you feel like can't make things happen, or somebody who you feel like can't mix things together for you. This isn't really helping you. So let's talk about what's going on during the first week of January 2021 for my Gemini. That's what I want to talk about. Let's talk about this. Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can you please give me the answers that I seek for that of my Gemini, January 2021. Okay? Gemini, January 2021. First week. This is going to be a week where you need to keep your composure. You need to keep yourself grounded, stable within who you are. Tell me about the first week for my Gemini spirit. I see a lot of restlessness. The idea that something's polar opposite from you. Keep your composure. What's going on for my Gemini's first week? Okay. So in regards, okay. So recently you took a very impulsive action toward love, and you're in love now, but there's a feeling of something being incomplete. There's a cycle that you haven't broken from somebody that, could be very impulsive, or the idea that you took action on something that's not complete, which is fine. You need to keep your composure though. Okay. Something isn't finished, or there's a lot of bad karma in regards to this action that you took out of nowhere for love. Bad karma. So keep your composure, as well as things might not be going your way toward the end of the week. Very prominent. You might be so in love during the middle, but at the beginning, you're just very impulsive. You feel embarrassed, or you feel like you're changing your mind about something that you feel like you've been waiting on for a while. Some of you guys have been waiting on a Leo, or something's going to be shown to you as well about somebody who you're trying to decide on how you feel about, or this person about somebody that you care about, your happiness. Okay. Let's see what we got going on. Geminis. What messages you have for my Geminis around the second week of January 2021? You're going to need to be more vulnerable during the second week. Be vulnerable, be free, be you. Okay? That's a very prominent thing. Embody this Aquarius energy. Embody the idea of reaching for your dreams during the second week. Learn how to fly. Learn how to do what you need to do in order to reach your goals. Spirit, what messages do you have for my Geminis during week 2? Tower moment. During the beginning of the week. Fuck. Okay. So unexpected change could be happening. There's unfinished business. And there's a financial decision you'll be making toward the end of the week. If there's a lack of travel this week as well, but there's a sudden change during the beginning, like out of nowhere, boom. And it's like in regards to changing this financial decision that you're going to need to make, as well as unfinished business that you haven't finished yet. Some of you guys is with a person that you have business relationships with, or this it's in general, right? The second week, there's going to be a rocking of your foundation or a death to your ego for some of you guys, or an unexpected change in regards to the past that there's unfinished business about. And you're still going to have to make this certain decision during this week. Okay. This financial decision will be needing to make. A lot of you guys could get a lot of business towards the end of the week that's unfinished, right? This tower moment that's going to happen during the first beginning of the next week, it's in regards to you being vulnerable and being free, right? Being free, reaching for your dreams, reaching for a different you, a different version of how you want things to happen. This tower moment about this unfinished business is going to cause you to make a certain financial decision during the second week. Geminis. What's going on for the third week of my Geminis? January 2021. What's going on for the third week of my Geminis? January 2021. Geminis. Third week. January 2021. You guys will be dealing with a romantic connection around the third week, or there's somebody that you're very connected to that has a very prominent thing in your life right now. Some things you don't just have to try as hard with, so understand that. A lot of things you just don't have to try. There's no need for you to do too much with a certain connection, is what I'm saying. You don't have to do too much. Spirit, what messages do you have for my Geminis during the third week of January 2021? See, I feel like some of you guys don't understand how much of a burden this connection is or how much it weighs on you. You guys have a new love situation that you're very much tied to, or whatever this is. What is this? You guys are very impatient, and you're taking action on how you feel about something in regards to all these burdens that you feel like you're carrying in regards to a love situation. Some of you guys just don't feel like you can make things happen with a certain individual, and you're having a hard time mixing things together. And I feel like you're just taking action on an emotional level in regards to this new way of feeling, being burdened by something that you're impatient about, which is fine. But it's about like this idea about this certain connection that you feel like is burdensome, but it's a new way of feeling. Like this is like, if this was a connection that you've been in for a while, it's like you finally see how much it weighs on you, this whole connection, right? There's an impatience about like taking action on how you feel about it, right? It's like, okay, now I know what I have to do. Let me go ahead, do this, which is fine. But this is all in regards to how you are with your intimate levels and how you deal with people. I feel like this new way of how you feel like this weighs on you is really like your impatience with just taking action on how emotions. You know, it's just like, you know what? And also, I feel like you could just, out of nowhere, make an emotional, impulsive decision because of that, or just take action on an emotional level. Like, this is what we're going to do now. This is what we're going to do now. This is how we're going to do it. Okay? This is what we're going to do now. This is how we're going to do it. Which is weird, but this is what I'm seeing. Your impatience is what stops this. This new way of feeling, of being burdened and all that. Spirit, what messages do you have for my Geminis around the fourth week of January 2021? Gemini 2021, fourth week. Let's talk about it. What messages do you have for my Geminis around the fourth week of January 2021? Thank you. You're not going to feel as happy during this week. You're just having a hard time feeling content. Bottom of the deck, but you're being guided and you're having a hard time saying no. You don't have to try as hard. Okay, there's something you don't have to really work as hard as you need to, and I keep saying that with this. What's going on for my Gemini around the fourth week of January 2021? So if there's something you're having a hard time walking away from, you're emotionally imbalanced about something. What is this? What is this for my Gemini 2021? You just don't feel happy, or you like you can find it, and it's a feeling of not being defensive about what you can't walk away from. Like this is you're done being defensive. I feel like there's a decision you need to make on should you stay or should you go around this time. There's a path that you need to walk on, but you're not walking on, and you're in your head about like this new way of doing things or this new way of how you want to express what you want to do. And it's like you're done being defensive about not being able to express what you want to do. At this point, you're done not being able to express what you want to do. And there's a decision that you're making on like, should I stay here or should I go? Should I really just like leave? And you're in your head about that a lot because you just can't walk away from something, which is fine. But there's an idea that like something's been shown to you in regards to a decision that you need to make, and there's going to be a new way of thinking because of that. Okay, there will be a new way of thinking. This idea of you not feeling happy, just knowing like, should I stay or should I go? Just being in your head and not being able to walk away, but not being defensive about this new way of living that you don't want to do, or this new way of moving around that you just don't want to do. Some of you guys just don't want to do something, which is fine. But the fourth week is very prominent for that. Okay, very prominent. I'll give you a 9-card spread before you go. Spirit, please give me 9 cards for my Gemini of January 2021. 9-card spread for my Gemini January 2021. 9-card spread. So this is really about like a decision that you couldn't make, and this is going to be made for you. About a conversation you didn't have, or something you couldn't wait for. What is this? What's this judgment reverse right here? Okay. Tell me, some of you guys, it's about a Leo, don't have to be. What is this 6 of Swords in reverse doing here? For my Geminis. What's the 6 of Swords and doing in reverse here for my Geminis? What's this 3 of Wands in reverse doing here? Okay. So I feel like towards the end of the month, you definitely reunite with somebody, or there's a feeling of you're not being able to work on yourself. You're not able to express what you think about something. What's going on with my Geminis? Give me 3 more cards, Spirit. Tell me more. Okay. So I feel like one of you guys, you guys recently got a new job, new car, new home, and it's the way you handle your business, right? But there was a judgment in regards to like this new lifestyle that you need to live, or a new way of living that you haven't stepped into yet. So one will be made for you. This is about like the way you handle new opportunities financially, right? That's what the judgment was about. You couldn't make a decision on how to handle some type of new financial opportunity, which is fine. You're burdened about like this new way of making money, and there's a lack of being able to travel because of it, which is weird. It's like you letting something stop you from moving around, right? Or it's like you can't move around because of something that you do, right? This is an idea that you're done waiting on trying to reunite with somebody, and you're not being defensive about that, which is fine. But there's something in regards to you feeling very burdened the entire month. Like you end the way you do something, but there's also a weight that you carry behind it, especially in regards to this new opportunity, and not being defensive about like not gaining the knowledge on how to do a certain new opportunity. So wait for that as well. But also a decision that you couldn't make, that you're just very, you don't want to wait for support, or you're not able to express what you do. And that decision that wasn't made is going to be made for you, which is weird. But you see, the way you handle situations is burdensome, and it doesn't allow you to work on yourself. Okay, the way that you do things is not working, and it's a feeling of this new opportunity and this new way of making money. You don't have enough knowledge on it, or you're just not you're not taking the means as to how to learn more about it. I do want to thank you guys for your time today. I feel like this 3 of Wands is telling me that you're not waiting on a certain conversation, and that decision wasn't made. That decision was made for you, right? The way you handle your burdens of not being able to work on yourself, but also this new opportunity and the new way that you make money that you're not gaining knowledge on, and you're just not defensive about. Like this is just the way you do things, which is fine. But I don't know. I feel like that's very prominent for you guys this month. I want to thank you guys for your time today. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, as well as like the video. You know what I'm saying? Just thank you guys, and I appreciate you, wasting your time with me. Oh, smooth. Be smooth.